Introduction to creating graphs using Google Sheets. So this is a spreadsheet program that Google has available. If you just Google Sheets, it'll pull it up. It works a lot like Microsoft Excel. So a lot of similar things you can do in Microsoft Excel if you want to work with that, or Numbers, which is Apple's spreadsheet program. All these spreadsheet programs are pretty much the same. So I'm going to do this in Google Sheets because everybody can access that, and that way you can see it and kind of get an idea of how to do it in any of the spreadsheet programs. They're similar, just slightly differently. Okay, so you can see I've got a couple different data sets in here. So the first one is this set here of years and data. And so I'm going to go ahead and select that data. And then I'm going to go to Insert. And you can see here there's Chart. So this is how you get all of your different graphs. So if you go to Insert and Chart with the data selected, you can see Google Sheets will automatically kind of pick an option. And so it does a line graph by default. And you can change the type of chart if you want instead, for example, like a bar chart, you can do that. You can find different kinds of graphs down here. So lots and lots of different kinds of charts, column chart. You can do, for example, what's called a stacked area chart. These look very strange. And so this is basically a line chart with the area underneath it. Lots and lots of different kinds of charts. Okay. You can also customize your chart, changing different things like the title. So maybe you want to show that this is the data from years from 1990 to 2000 is how you want to title it. Okay, you can title that way. You can change your axis titles. So you can, for example, list on the horizontal axis something other than year, on the vertical axis something other than data, change the font, everything like that. The color of the graph, if you want to do a different color, you can certainly do something like that. All kinds of different things. Okay, so that's how you can get a line graph, a bar graph, something like that. I've also got data here which is set up for a pie chart. So where I have percentages, I'm going to actually change these so that they're listed as percentages before I make the graph. This little format as percent button does that. Oop. So that's not quite what I wanted. Let me change those to the percents I actually want. 17%, 26%, 38%, 12%, and 7%. That's actually what I wanted. And then if I select all of this and I create a chart again, by default here it does actually a pie chart. If it doesn't do that, you can select it here under chart type. And so that'll give you a pie chart that shows how these different grades are broken down. And again, just like everything else, you can customize all of the different styles, the colors, everything about the graph, the legend, all of that, and change how your graph looks. Okay, so that's just a short introduction to creating graphs using Google Sheets. Excel is very similar. It's not that hard, and it makes your graphs look a lot nicer. It can also save you a lot of time. Okay, so the key is to select the data that you want to graph first before you go to Insert Chart, and that'll help you a lot to actually get the chart that you actually want.